yeah, so Lone Ranger. I grew up watching the old black and white Lone Rangers a little, not a lot. Like, I can't say I know it completely, but I definitely understood the basic concept of it's a Lone Ranger and Kimosabe and the crazy horse and, like, adventures. So the trailer, at first I was like, oh my god, is this the Lone Ranger? And I did one of these where I, like, viciously gripped the arms of the people next to me, which is good that there was no one over here, because if there had been, it would have been someone I didn't know. They just, like, gripped the arms, like, oh my god, it's Lone Ranger. But then it was Disney, and I was like, but there's hope. I mean, it has Johnny Depp, that's exciting. He's, again, trying to not be Johnny Depp, which is always interesting to watch. But it should be interesting. I do think it's kind of cool, the intro that they use in the trailer, because they kind of hit on the historical importance of what's happening and kind of the power of the times. It's set, in the Old West. There's only ever before been men and horses. You can walk places or you can ride a beast. And now suddenly there's the railroad. And it is really, like, when you look at actual history, what actually happened, it was a time of phenomenal corruption, phenomenal change, just endless devastation and death of those who were weaker and those who got in the way. But from everyone who built it, who owned the land, who were, the native population, like the natural surroundings. And it is kind of an interesting time, a very volatile time. And so I hope that that isn't like the only mention, or I hope that they kind of pull that into the story, the idea that these people are like gods. They control the thing that's going to completely change everything as it is understood. So that is a fun aspect if you kind of know a little bit of the actual history. Obviously, the rest of it's probably not historically accurate, what with the being risen from the dead, a spirit guide as a horse, and all that. But it's a cool concept. It's like the best hero, he's just this good guy, like the girl next door, but he's a boy, so I guess he's like the boy next door. He's good looking, he's nice, he's handsome, he's just trying to do right by everybody, but he's kind of like naive, and he gets killed, but he's so pissed about not being good and not being able to fix things. He just, like, the gods are just like, yeah, you know what, dude, give him another chance. And he, like, comes back and he puts on a mask and he just goes and fixes everything. Because that's basically what he does. And Kimosabe's like, dude, I'd like to help. Which is a great character. Like, I love that character. He's, the original scene-stealing sidekick. So I think that's perfect for Johnny Depp, right? He's the actual star, but he's going to be the sidekick and wear a bunch of makeup and not have real lines and stuff. Like, it's just perfect. I'm excited to have fun, quirky things happen with the horse, because I love animals. And the horse is in a tree, and the horse is supposed to be all, like, cool. But it's Disney, and I don't want them to turn it into, like, something too stupid. Like, I don't want to be sitting there being like, oh, I would have loved that when I was 5. I'm an adult, and I would like something funny to happen with the horse that I can appreciate now as an adult. So, let's see how that happens. The rest of it with the explosions and the trains and the throwing bullets and stuff is kind of stupid, but it's an Old West movie about a hero, so you just kind of have to accept that. So, there are a lot of heroes with bad names. It's kind of a curse of the early storytelling, early entertainment field, like, I don't know, Peter Parker and the actor's name? Oh, I thought you meant the character. Oh, that's just sad. Armie Hammer. Well, the army is like a hammer. I guess if you are unlucky enough to marry into the lineage Hammer, you must bestow upon that lineage the remembrance of something even worse. Like, you can't let that go, right? Like, you can't just be like John Hammer. I'm just trying to get through having the last name Hammer. No, you gotta have them so shocked with your first name they don't even notice your last name. Maybe she was insane. Maybe she was like, I will name him Armie Hammer, and he will have the power of gods. It's a terrible name. It's nice nice that they use someone that we don't know, though, because we can, like, truly invest in him anew. This is a moment I'm glad I don't know people's names, though, because it's a bad one.